We'll see. And I don't know if I see live chat. Never done this before, you guys. Okay. Let's see. I don't think anybody's watching because it says 0 and 0. So who knows if I'm really even live. Let's see. Chat. Let's see. Live chat. I think I'm actually live. I do. But I can't see any chat. Maybe that's because there isn't any. Probably that's it. And since I didn't tell anybody I was trying this, it may not have any live chat at all. But I am going to crochet while I wait. Oh, wait. Hey, I see Pam. Hey, Pam. And Donna G, hello. I am live. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate it. So, what are you ladies doing? Looks like 17 people's watching. And hopefully, if anybody types, it will just pop on screen like that just did, because I was able to see that. So, hello everyone. Oh, I see more. Okay, working and listening. That's right, girl. I don't have an exact, here's what we're going to do, in this live. I was just basically trying to see if I could go live. Let's see. Hello, Blind Stitches. And let's see, Nana. Hey, Nana. And Mad Mimi. Is that Mad Mimi? It went away. How do I make that stay up? I'm going to have to get with Ginger so she can tell me how to do this. She's offered her assistance. Hello. I can't see names. They're so small over there. No, wait, I see Lauren. Hello, Lauren. Hello, I think it's Karis. I'm not good with on-the-spot pronunciations, which y'all will learn. So what are you guys doing? I know Pam's working. What's everybody else doing? Nothing? I'm going to show y'all what I'm doing. So, okay, first I'm going to say, Antoinette over at 2OG's Hooking and Stitching, she is doing a work your whips type thing. And hi, Leslie. I see you just hopped in there and said hello. And so that's for September, working the whips. And she kind of inspired me. I'm going to kind of do that too. And so what I did the other night is I pulled out a shawl that I just had started months and months ago, just like a concept I had for something like super, super easy, and pulled it out and I started working it last night, and I actually like the way it's coming out. This is strictly just a scraps, working my whips type thing. There's no tutorial or anything like that for this, but it's a little triangular shawl, and I'm just using scraps, and it's creating that effect. I kind of like it. So we're going to see. Some of my colors aren't showing up that good. Of course, because the camera, the lighting. But that's what I was sitting there working on, thinking nobody was going to show up. I really didn't think anybody would. So I want to show you a couple other things, because still inspired by her working the whips, I have been working on a few other things. This is not a whip exactly, but this, let's see. Oh, yeah, I will do a tutorial for the shawl, because it's seriously like the easiest repeat ever. One row repeat. You can make it as big or as small as you want. Like, super, super easy. So I will be doing it, but I'm just, playing with it this week. And let's see, Blind Stitches says red heart scraps. Yes, that would be perfect for that. And you could do that stitch in a blanket too. Like this, here it is. This is seriously, all it is single crochet, double crochet, and it's mosaic. So it's in the back loop for your single, drop down on the double. That is it. So, I mean, that over and over and over would be really, really easy blanket to do. Oh, Claire, hey Claire. And Cindy, hey. I've already said hello to you, and you're coming in or like commenting. Just know that I don't know what I'm doing. So here's the other thing. This part down here was going to be a pillow, but I really didn't like how it came out so pastel-y and doesn't really go with the colors I have. So I just set it to the side and never did anything with it. And then I was on TikTok of all places, and I saw a Japanese knot bag. Someone had sewn it, like done with fabric. And then I searched, and there are crochet ones, but I didn't see any mosaic ones. So I might do a bag like this, not this specific one, but something along these lines. So it looks like this, and it's not finished because I'm working my whips. I'll finish this up. But so you have the body worked in the round, and then the Japanese knot bag is just two straps like this, one being shorter than the other. And you take your long strap and you stick it through your short strap, and there you go. The bag is closed. So what I was thinking for this is I'll obviously get rid of all these strands, but I'll probably use this when I'm toting a project, like a small project around, not like a big blanket or anything, but something small, because I could feed my yarn out and I could have this on my arm and walk with it and work it. That's what I was thinking. I don't know if that is going to be practical, but we'll see when I try. And let's see. Oh, you nearly jumped when you saw that I went live? Yeah, I've never done it before, and I didn't think I could. I turned all other electronics off in the house. Laptop, everything is off, only my cell phone. And if it keeps staying, I think it's staying pretty steady. Like, I don't think I'm losing connection. At least it doesn't show me if I am. So if I am, tell me. But I think I'm staying on, so I'll be able to do lives with other people. And let's see. Yeah, thank you. The bag is like, they are cool bags. I love the sewn ones too, though, like the ones out of fabric. Because obviously with your yarn, you're going to have to use a smaller yarn, or it'll get like super bulky, I think. Maybe you could use size 4, but this is lightweight size 3. But it works out. And I was thinking groceries too. Because you know how like when you make bags for like your grocery bags, reusable ones, stuff can fall out. Well, in my truck, because I throw things in, stuff falls out. So I was thinking maybe grocery bags would be good. I might try it, like take it with me and stuff, all kinds of things in it, like canned goods and just heavy stuff, and see like how it lasts. It is cotton-based yarn, so I mean, hopefully it would not fall apart on me, but it could. It definitely could. Let's see, what else do I want to show y'all? So these next two things are just things that I made real quick because I needed stuff for my house, like to put things in. So I like to take, like if I buy anything, this was peppers in this jar. So I always save the glass jars, and I use them to stick straws in. So the straws, or anything. And the straws are just sitting, and it's fine, doesn't hurt anything. But then I kind of wanted to put a little bag, and I thought about hanging it because I'm doing some new shelves in here, and having where this sits in there and just kind of like hangs, because I'm the only one that gets the straw out. So my husband won't be over there not paying attention and slam it into the wall and break the jar. So, I mean, that works good. Let's see. Wait, more comments. How do I make it stay up, though? That's what I wish I could figure out. I know, this is the worst one ever. Okay, so here's how I make a messenger bag. I'm going to use this. I've got to get this filmed. Thank you, Melissa. I have to get this design filmed. This is my next tutorial. It's 43 rows, and it is a lot of filming, but this is the next one. So if I was going to turn this into like a gigantic messenger bag, this would be like a little bit bigger. But I'm going to stand up and I'm going to scoot back, y'all, so there's going to be noise. All right, so get my yarn untangled. We're about to have a catastrophe. live. My first live. Okay. All right. So for a messenger bag, I would make a long rectangle like this. And then I would fold it. Now you could do your top of your messenger bag where it would be meeting, like for the part that lays over. I can't think of the name right now. But I would fold it and fold it so it's like this. So think of this as a messenger bag. So I've just got the long rectangle. This is one of the bags I was going to teach y'all, like how to make this style bag. That's one of my upcoming tutorials that I haven't gotten to yet. So this will act as the closure. But here on the sides, to do my straps, I would come in here with a like long strip type, like pretend that isn't attached, and I bring a strip up. That same strip would come up and be the start of my handle as well. So I would do a strip on each side to close in the sides. And maybe this is not making any sense. Probably not, but do you get what I'm laying down? Okay, like, are you picking up what I'm laying down? Let's see. More comments. Yes, the flap, like doing it with a flap. I was even playing around, and I don't have this over here. And I don't want to run over and get it. I can't remember exactly where I shoved it, like what bag it's in over there. But I was playing around with the flap of the purse also being in a triangle shape or some type of elongated shape. So that's kind of where I was going with that. I've had a lot of requests for like different bags, doing project bags, purses, like things you would carry, beach bags, all that. I'm just going to pick kind of like give you a few ways, like one in the round bag where we have to add the flap or the closure to it. And then one where we just do a big old long rectangle, fold it, and make our sides and handle as one piece. There's a couple ways that we can kind of like sure up the handles so they don't stretch as much. And I'm playing around with a few ideas and been kind of looking into some things. So once I get my exact details of what I'm doing on it, then I will go ahead and put out a tutorial. We'll pick one of the patterns and do something. Let's see. Oh, from London. You're watching me from London. I know I got Scotland in here. London now. Lots of Americans. And hey, Charlene. I'm good. This is my first live. Okay, it's making sense now. You have to kind of, like, we would be making like a long rectangle that we're sticking into the sides to close up our sides. And then we have a long thin rectangle and a long wide rectangle. And those two parts would make our messenger bag. Hopefully it'll make sense when I do it and I can show you in parts. Oh, Slovenia's up in the house too. I'm all over the place. Oh, hey. Hello, Angela. How are you doing? There's 29 people in here. Now you're making me feel weird. Let's get back to the 3 people that were originally. I'm just kidding. Of course, I welcome everybody. I know I'm missing some, especially as I talk and everything. I'm sorry. We're making this just a quick little live for my very first one, see how it would go and if I could do it. I do have new internet and new boosters and all that stuff, and like latest greatest has all been installed here recently, so I guess it's finally helping me. Oh, let's see. Thank you, Melissa. I really am just like no clue what I'm doing. And I saw something, I wish I could make it where the live chat would stay up, so I will be getting with the lovely, wonderful Ginger from Yarn Geek. Tonight, I'm going to ask her some questions. Maybe she can help me. Oh, the kitchen curtains. Yeah, that's the same stitch pattern that I taught that I do the kimono, the crochet kimono out of. Same exact thing. It's just a curtain. I just made it as a curtain. Just little, there's hooks that are holding it up there. I've got one more to make. I've been trying to do those type of things too, like all the things that have been, I'm going to do this for the house and I keep putting them off. I'm trying to actually accomplish and do those things now. So curtains was the first like house project because I have a lot of like half finished pillows. So hopefully with this thing, you know, with the work your whips that 2OGs is doing, encouraging us to work them, hopefully I'll get some pillows actually done for my couch. Right now it's like store bought on there. It's a shame, you know. Design my own stuff and have like all this yarn here and store bought pillows. Except for one. One is, I made it. It's the Moroccan lantern. I do have one pillow that I made on the couch, but only one. So I need to get to it because I should definitely have more crochet stuff. Mosaic is so easy. This shawl, if you're new in here, I think some people are new. I was showing, this is a concept shawl that I started working on the design. I wanted something super, super simple. And it was like months ago. I put it down. I didn't go back to it. Well, then last night I decided I was going to play with it some more. And so this is the 2 stitches that you have to do for mosaic crochet. The whole shawl is just those 2 stitches. So it's like so much practice on making your single crochets and double crochets. And it's really easy to remember. 2 stitch, repeat, 1 row, repeat type situation. So this is extremely easy if you're wanting to learn it. This would be a way to start it and get like a finished project. I couldn't see what the last person said. Is a longer one. How do I... Okay, I don't want to mute the microphone. Okay. Well, thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. I couldn't read it all, but I think I can go to the live chat after and read everything. It's like it's popping up on the screen and it stays there for like a second and then it just like fades away. So I'm like, I'm trying to catch everything. Let's see. The patterns are super easy too. Like once you get it down, you're like, this is so easy. Like for real, like I struggled with it for years and years. I couldn't figure out what I was seeing. I kept seeing Apache tears was one thing I would see all over the place in different ways and done differently. And no one had a tutorial that I could follow and kind of like, I just was missing the details maybe. I just completely didn't get it. Everything was like wonky sided. I didn't understand it all. And then one day after I just kept playing with it, it finally clicked and I was like, I get it now. And here we are. And I never meant to have a like almost strictly mosaic channel either. That was all by accident as well. And I just hit 3 years on here. I should have tried to go live last weekend when it was my 3-year, but we had birthdays and stuff going on and I was driving to and from and here and there. Like that was all of last week. It's just a bunch of driving around. A lot of that. I couldn't see the last comment. I'm sorry. Yeah, once you give it a try, it really is like, why did I avoid this? It's great. Like, to me, it's great for just having something that's different from just your kind of run-of-the-mill crochet that's everybody knows. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Love all that stuff. I mean, these are just regular crochet lace curtains, but it's just, it kind of, I don't know, it's like extra weapon in your arsenal of awesomeness. You've got Apache Tears tutorial. Yep. It wasn't mosaic. Really? It was what, one of the front post, back posts. Hey, everybody that's just come in. Thank you. I really appreciate it, Patsy. HD's in the house. I always see all y'all in the other lives. I'm a live lurker because, I mean, you know, we'll see. The next live auction or something someone does, I'll try to be in there. And hopefully, I'll be on time with the auction and not like 10 minutes behind everybody because it's really hard to bid on stuff when it was like 10 minutes ago and you're just seeing it. So maybe this new router is finally like the ticket. I've got like a router, a booster, a cell booster. I got it all, y'all. I can't see the last comment. It disappeared too quick. I'm sorry. Oh, wait. They popped up. Okay, everybody say hey to everybody. Say hey. I don't do a lot of carrying the yarn on my stuff because there's a few things that include tapestry with them where we carry the yarn for like a row or two. But I'm not a huge fan of carrying yarn. I'm better at it than I used to be. But a lot of my designs, just because that's an extra step, and it can really be discouraging to people when they're trying to learn the one main thing anyway. And then you throw in all this complicated stuff or things they feel are complicated, and it can be really discouraging. So most of mine is just straight on. We're not carrying. It's one color each row, and you're good to go. I don't have a pattern for the curtains. No, it's just the same stitch, and I just made it for the width of my curtain. Same exact thing, like the back panel of the kimono cardigan, just shorter. I use the foundation ovals and everything at the top. It's the same thing, just the back panel, and just made short and to the size because I need 15 ovals for my window. So that's how I did it. I don't have a pattern for it. And something else popped up. I can't see it. Sorry. Well, we're going to move on. I have another thing to show y'all. Trying to get away from plastic bags. I know we all are. But, yeah, it's kind of impossible. So I do reuse these grocery store bags. And this is my bag holder that I made. So what I did here, nothing different than anyone else has ever done. Started with a hair tie. Because I felt like I needed to, probably didn't. But I felt like I did. So, did around the hair tie, increased out until I got to a multiple of 12 because the pattern that I was going to work was in a multiple of 12. So, I started around here and then just made sure that my stitch count was evenly divided by 12. And then I started with pattern number 9, which I recently redid the tutorial on it because my first one I was so annoying. I know I was annoying. I was told a lot how annoying I was. So I redid the tutorial. But then I went off pattern because I stopped looking at anything and I was just crocheting and thought I was crocheting from memory. Was not. And so we just did something off pattern through here. I kept the shape, but obviously I lost the second outline in there. And then I tried to recoup. And then I ended up with actually a different shape. This is taller. And then I ended with the double so that it would at least kind of look like down here. And yeah. And then I just added a little simple strap and shoved all my plastic bags in. And I hang it over on the wall. And I used Red Heart. It was scraps. It was Red Heart Super Saver stripes. And just a pink, like solid flamingo pink, type yarn. I can't see the comments. I wish if I tapped, it would just come back. Okay, wait. Okay, I gotta concentrate. Yeah, it's not off pattern. It's a new pattern style. I was freehanding. I meant to do that. And hello to whoever just came in because I seen you flash up. What? Okay. Queen's Crafts by Bridget. Oh my goodness. I haven't seen you in so long. Hey, Bridget. And I missed the last one because I was too busy looking at the first one. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm bad at this, so I apologize. I promise I will go back and read the live chat. I don't know how to reply to you. But at least you'll know that I knew that you said something. Oh. That's very true. The best things are made by accident. That's how a lot of things start with me, actually. The other day, I was trying to start something new, woodworking, and quickly decided that I was going to end up with a bad cut, lose a hand. I just recently had one of those type of accidents, but with my foot. So I put down the project, but I'm making shelves. Like I stained them and all, and then I have to get like a notch cut out of them right here. So my bracket will sit right, because I don't know how to read, apparently. And I definitely don't know how to follow any sort of directions. And I didn't check specifically like the width of the bracket. It said like 7-inch bracket, and I was like, measured this. This is 7 inches for the shelf. And so I thought that they would fit, but I should have like read a little further, and it would have said how much space the wood has. So to make them fit, because I don't want to cut the boards, because that would require using a table saw, and I don't want to use the table saw. Not at all. Precious hands, okay? And I don't want to lose one. So I was going to use a handsaw to kind of notch out, because I thought it would be so easy, but it wasn't. And so I put that to the side. And I haven't worked on that anymore. But I'm going to go and buy a clamp and clamp it down, and then I think I might be okay. But I don't need to be holding a saw and the board, even though I'm holding down here, because I'm the type of person that'll, it's covered. I'm okay, y'all. I won't even like leave it uncovered, because I'm that clumsy and that accident prone. So, let's see. Oh, leg bone. I'm sorry to hear that, Charlene. That is awful. And I missed the last one. Let's see. Crazy Poppy. Yeah, 100% I have to stay away from it. Yeah, Claire knows. Claire's a good friend of mine. She knows what I'm like. She's just as bad, though. Like, don't even. I know. Hello. I've never done it before, so everybody says I'm doing okay at it. So I think we've been on here almost 30 minutes. We'll see. Can we stay 15 more? We'll do 15 more. I don't want to hold everybody up, and I don't even know what time it is. But I probably should be doing a little bit of recording so that I can get this done. It's not too bad of, I think the multiple is 24, so that's not terrible. It's the 43 rows. This has been done for weeks. I have another one that's like, I don't know, I think it's 70 or 80 rows for the pattern repeat. It's very large. I don't know what it really call it. It's kind of like leaf, I would call it botanical. I think that's what I call the pattern, is like, botanical something. I don't know. It's been done, 8 months, but I have not sat down to crochet. I want to do a blanket with it, and I just haven't started a blanket because I have one blanket I have to finish before I can start a blanket. And so it's been sitting there, but it's a huge pattern. I hate the idea of having to put out a tutorial for like one design that takes multiple videos, because I know I'll run into problems with like subtitles and stuff. So that's what it holds me up when they're so large, and I know it's going to be really hard to film it. I can only crochet so fast and read the pattern myself. I don't memorize this stuff. So I wish I could. But I don't. So got a couple big ones. My things keep getting bigger, and what I'm drawn to is either really small patterns that like be so dainty and tiny, meaning you do them in tiny yarn, which is not ideal for a lot of people, and I know that. Or I really have been gravitating towards really large stuff, and I don't know, like the large makes it hard. I can always use a different size yarn and make up something for YouTube, for y'all to watch, and you don't have to use size one. But if the design is super large, it doesn't matter what size yarn I use, it's still going to be big. And it's still going to take a long time to film it. And it still might end up having to be broken up into a couple videos. Let's see. I know I'm missing good stuff because people are saying stuff's amazing and I want to know. I'm so sorry I'm missing it. But if I just sat here and stopped talking, then this wouldn't be any fun. I don't know if y'all know, but I've also painted my house on the inside. The green. I don't know what color it's looking like to y'all, but it's like a turquoisey green type color. I was watching or listening, lurking in a live. It was Ginger's live, and she was talking about two OGs, and she couldn't think of her name. And I like had my hands covered in paint. I was just listening, so I was like painting the wall, and then I was yelling out answers to different questions. I don't know why I thought that would help, but I was like, what am I doing? They can't hear me. Oh no, I didn't know. I did not know. I gotta check those out. I don't know how to make that come back up so I can read the last little part because I think you might have told me like where to find it, but I would like to check them out. So I have to go check out your channel after we end the live and try to find you that way and find them. I don't know. I can't see. It's just faded away. Hopefully I'm still live. I'm going to grab drinks. I'm just going to stand up real quick and I'll try not to shake too much. Oh no, now people talk I can't see. I missed it. I'm sorry. Somebody else say something so it'll pop back up. There's got to be a setting that I'm overlooking, which is, typical. I like to overlook stuff all the time. Let's see. Let's see. Sorry, y'all. Y'all are like, God, girl, get out of my face. Okay. Oh, yeah. Crazy Poppy Lady Angela, I've been watching. I watched your video that you did. I really think you're a natural at it. I'm not getting into yarn dyeing. I can tell y'all that. That's something I want to stay far, far away from. Because I know that it'd be one of those things that once you get into it, you're just going to be sucked in. I don't have room. That's what I tell myself. I don't have room. Thank you. Thank you so much, Joanne. I see you up there. Sorry, y'all. I've been messing with chickens. I am allergic to hay. I've learned after, getting animals and using hay around them. So, you can't see out the window. It's just looking like sunlight out there. And I don't know why, because it's not bright out today. But I have a ton of flowers out there. It's like a jungle. And I'm allergic to those too. So, I am pretty much congested all the time. It is. I know it's got to be so much fun. Like, it looks like fun. I'm not going to do it. Like, I've looked into it before, and I'm like, and I would need this and this and this. And, some stuff I try to make my own. Seen, I can't think of it, the nibby knobby, something like that. There was this one thing, and it helps you with the winding of the skeins. Like, it just looked like plastic, like PVC. Like T, but with a, I guess an I, capital I, with a bar on the bottom, a center bar, and then a bar on top, and they were winding around it. But then I know you have all those other things. I just have a simple ball winder for winding up scrap yarn. And I'll go through times where I sit and I just do that. I just clean it up and get all my half skeins and stuff situated, because they'll start getting tangled and falling apart. So, but I don't do it often enough. I have a mess in there in my cabinets, which I'm sure plenty of you guys do too. Let's see. Yeah, it's way too much fun. Get yourself sucked into it, huh? I wish I could make it there. Ooh, let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Is there a way? I can. Okay. Nitty Naughty. That is it. Out of the PVC pipe. I saw somebody using one of those. Have you taped yourself? Maybe it was you. I let video after video play, and I'll be like paying attention a little bit and just listening mostly. So I do miss some stuff, but I know when I was looking into it, I was like, what all do people need? You know, what all do they have? And I ended up on, I think it was Kim Knits and her site, her channel. She has a lot of stuff, a lot of videos, and a lot of tips and stuff. And she's got some gorgeous yarn. And I was like, oh, yeah, I need this, I need this. And then I was like, no, stop. You don't have room. You'd have to build another cabin. And wood prices are too high for that right now. And they have been for a couple years. So, not doing that. So, I'm just not getting into it. Plus, I have enough yarn to use. I did really good this year. The Hobby Lobby sale came and went. And now I did go twice. But I only, for myself, the first trip, bought $19 and some change worth of yarn. Like some different colors and things that I was wanting. And I was a little afraid that they might be discontinuing the colors. So, I grabbed, 4 of this and 5 of that type thing. So I didn't go crazy. But the second time I went, I actually took my nephew because he is crocheting. And we're doing a crochet class on Saturdays with him and my mom. Like me, him, and my mom are doing a crochet class. Nobody else wants to crochet. So we're doing this crochet class, and he actually is sticking with it. And he's really into it. And I had taken over a lot of yarn that I could, bear it apart with. But he wanted more manly colors. He didn't say anything, but I knew. Like, I watched what he was picking from, the stuff I carried over there. And he wasn't going for the pinks and the purples and all that. So, some with the purple because his favorite color is purple. But he wasn't going with the really frilly or pastels or any of that. So I was like, we can go after we're done with the class. We can go, and you can get stuff as long as it's on sale, and I'll show you what label to look for. And so it was like watching myself go off, and he's like, shoo, shoo. My mom, of course, is there too. She's along for the ride, and she is like, hey, slow down. Is all that on sale? Because I was like, you get up to this amount. Has to be on sale. And so he was just grabbing this, that, and the other. I mean, he went buck wild. We only spent $70 though. I mean, he had a bag full. I do have a picture. I can't pop it up, but I have a picture of him with his yarn haul. And I was like, nobody's gonna believe me that this even happened. I gotta take a picture. Then, of course, he didn't want his picture taken, so he's standing there looking like... You know how teenagers are. Teenagers. We gotta be cool all the time. I'm like, I won't show this. I might show this on my channel, which he was fine with, but I'm like, I won't show this to everyone in the world that you're, standing here smiling with a bag of yarn, but he wouldn't smile. Yeah, right. No, I did good. It would have been $300. It would have been if we'd been paying full price, but we didn't because we were doing the clearance sale. And my mom had never been with me to one. And last year, did I go last year? Yeah, I did. That yarn is up in my storage loft, but I only did a little bit, and I won't go again because I have to bring that down and use that before I will go and buy again. That's why I didn't buy a bunch for myself, but I got to feel like I did because I bought it for him. But she had never went with me. I've always just run, to the store, to the various Hobby Lobbies by myself. She really couldn't believe the prices. Like seeing stuff that was marked down from like $4.99 to like $1.25 or whatever it was, $1.30, whatever the price was. She was just floored. She was like, and I was like, and that is why we're like this with the cart. Throwing in all that we can of everything that we like. Let me see if I can make it. No. Does that look weird? There we go. Okay. You'd be in there, Joanne? Well, I'm just saying I have been known to do some Hobby Lobby shopping for others. So, if there's ever something that you need, let me know. And those clearance sales, like, you can't beat it. And that's the time to do it. Because you, like, with it going overseas, the cost, you know what I mean? And the shipping on top of all the other fees that they charge y'all. So that is the time. And only then is that the time to go for overseas and shipping it out. Which is why I have that up there. Like, I was thinking when I, am doing, I want to do some type of project where I do a kit that I give away for the project that we're doing, where I have all the yarn that you need to make it and put it in there. And then when we do the, like, launch of the pattern, because this would be like something fancy, like how it was with the shawl. I should have done like a kit for the shawl, but I didn't have enough of any of the yarns, and I really actually struggled with getting more of them in, and couldn't find some of them at all. But had that worked out, that's what I wanted to do with the shawl, because that was like my first written pattern. So hopefully with my next written pattern, I'll be able to be organized enough and on my game enough that I can do a kit as like a giveaway prize in like with its launch. And so that's yarn up there, because it's gotta be like, y'all, it gets expensive, and I have to justify it by the fact that I did not pay full price for the yarn. And that is enough justification for me. I'm like, it is cost the same as if I would have had to pay for this at retail, so it's fine. If it exceeds that, that's where I'm like, no. Hey, Heather. Heather's in the house. And I couldn't see, Joanne, I couldn't see. As soon as somebody else says something, I'll see what you said. The last one that you said. Last comment. Somebody say something. We're going to be on for, we're going to do 3 more minutes, and then 45 minutes is enough taking up y'all's time. So hopefully, and then this will be out there for others to see that I went live and, didn't have a lot to say. Didn't have a lot to show. Did I show everything I brought over? I think I did. Yes, we need to, like, I don't know who we would write to get them over into Canada, but y'all really do need one, like y'all do, because they have some really nice yarns there, and they always run sales. And that's my favorite part. Let's see, I wonder if I tap it when y'all pop up, if it'll stay. I will get that part figured out. A lot of trips. A lot of trips to your car. I have done that too. My truck seats flip up, and I don't even know why, because he wouldn't really, this was back at my old like full-sized house. He wouldn't even have said anything, but I would hide it. Just because I was like, I didn't need even more, and I had to put up like more shelves I had a yarn room at my full size like regular house, so it was the spare bedroom also, but obviously it was my yarn room that I put a bed in, so I could say I had a spare bedroom. But I would hide it underneath the truck seats. They flip up, I mean, I carried a tote of yarn around for a long time, just because I didn't carry it in and didn't have anywhere to put it. He didn't ask any questions. I had a tote in the back of the truck. It didn't matter. Right now I have like corn and chicken feed. Could shove yarn underneath. He would never look. He would never know. But he wouldn't open my cabinets either and look. And he would have no idea, you know, what should be there or what was new or any of that. They don't pay attention. Nope. Not a thing to bring in. Nothing. Oh my goodness, that reminds me of it's a meme picture, and I saw it, and it was, you know, about the Hobby Lobby clearance sale, but it was a bed, or it looked like a bed, but then the edge of the bedspread was folded up where you could see that the bed itself, it did have a headboard, a footboard, but the rest of it was totes. And obviously, it's supposed to be totes of yarns or craft supplies, whatever. You know, that was hilarious. It looked like a bed, like I could get away with that. And it was just totes lined up and covered with bedspread. It was awesome. It looked just like a bed. That was the best hiding I think I've ever seen. Because that's when you've outgrown, like your trunk is full, the closets are full, under the beds are all full, and you have to have one more place to hide stuff. I think we've reached our time limit. 45 minutes, and I think I stayed on. I don't think I lagged at all, so that's pretty good. Yes, tote bed. I got it. Like, seriously, if I still had my full-size house, I probably would have ended up in that direction. For sure. All right, so thank you to everyone who came. Thank you to everyone that's down in the chat. Thank you to all y'all that just lurked and watched. I know exactly what that's like. That's what I usually do. So I just lurk and nobody even knows I'm there. But I appreciate you all for coming. And what am I collecting, Joanne? Or is it you? Okay, wait. Let's see. Yes, collecting yarn is a hobby. And it is a very valid hobby. And some of it is a collection. And that is true. Most of it will get turned into things, but some of it may never, because I just like looking at it in the way that it is. Oh, yes. Okay, so bye, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me, and we will do this again very soon now that I know that I can do a live. And I'll be going live with Ginger, Yarn Geek, so check her out. I don't know how to drop links or do any of that stuff, so just Yarn Geek and you will find her. I have an interview coming up with Antoinette at 2OG's Hooking and Stitching Island Style. You can look her up because, again, don't know how to put a link. And bye. Thank you. And we'll figure out how to end this now.